you ever expect as a parent was shattered. All safety, all visions for your children, hopes. And that shattering, I know, was not my personal experience. It's a collective shattering of everything we know. Peace, love, security, light, goodness, kindness. Ripped apart. It was a few hours till we knew the status of our son. We quickly gathered things together to head over, leaving everything in the able care of our children, our two daughters-in-law, our sons. And they stood up with bravery that night and lit the menorah on the heart of our campus in Texas in defiance, in bravery. Welcomed students running through the doors to put on tefillin in urgency. That safety that was ripped apart was replaced by an experience I will never forget. A cocoon formed around us. Sisters, brothers from across the world, both Jewish and non-Jewish alike, across the world, embracing our family and holding us safely. And suddenly, there was a softness in that pain and in that horror, like a cloud of comfort. What can we do? What can we help? How can we show up? We arrived here, the other end of the world, after a grueling flight, for many reasons. And I have not had a single hour without message after message. Hi, I'm this person, hi, I'm that person. Sisters, friends coming to the hospital, showing up, turning a house over, furniture, everything, toys for the babies. Our son, Yehuda Leib Ben Manya, was here for a year of shlichut, like many young Chabad men do and girls do, a year to give to the community in Bondi. The way the Rebbe Lubavitcher trained him to be a giver, to step up, to bring light into the world. This was not his plan. This was not our plan. None of us. And within that darkness, and within that pain, and within full well knowing the road ahead is going to be long. He is just transferred out of the ICU. Thank God, Baruch Hashem. And yet, there is a long road ahead. Physical, emotional, psychological, a long road ahead for all of us. When discussing with him what messages he wants in the world. Every single visitor who's come, just like God visited Abraham after his Brit Milah and brought him healing, every single visitor has been bringing healing, love, and warmth. And yet Label in return turns to them and says, Jews are really good in a crisis. It has to not end with this. We have to stay united and do more, reach out to more brothers and sisters in love and compassion and unity and Shabbat candles and hanging up another mitzvah and going to a mitzvah. Well, he didn't say that one. Adding one more kosher meal to your home, one more Torah class, one more Shabbat candle, unabashedly strong in our Judaism. That is how we defy the darkness. There was a discussion. I'm going to let you in on a secret. There was a discussion behind the internet closed groups about the fear of stepping into that public light. And I've decided with absolute determination, something that rings true for me as a mother, as a Chabad Shlucha, a Hasidic adage. When you walk into a dark room, you cannot beat the darkness out of the room. You have to just bring in light. And every single one of you, my sisters in this room, truly feel held. We are that light. We bring that light into our homes. We bring that light into our families. We bring that light into the world. And every single one of us will step up and stretch ourselves a little because this status quo of a life of exile is over. It's done. We have to step in like the Miriams, like the Esthers, like the Ruths. That's where we come from. That's who we are. And we have it in us. So I stand here broken and yet so determined. So determined to add one mitzvah, one good deed, one kindness, one more moment of bringing goodness and kindness and light into the world. I stand here in awe of your community. This is not how I planned on visiting Australia. Label was trying so hard to get us to visit. Come with the babies, the 4-year-old, the 2-year-old, the 1-year-old. I was like, on a flight? Never. So instead, my children and daughters-in-law got to take my 4-year-old, 2-year-old, and 1-year-old on a flight. I arrive at a community with such warmth and care and compassion, and while I know our lives were brought together by something so much bigger than us, when people were trying to said, this is not about my son, this is not about our family, this is about our Jewish global family, this is a battle of darkness and light, good and evil, and every single one of us stand in this place at this point in history, not with fear, but with strength and resolve. That's who the Jewish woman is, that's what we're made of. And so when you ask me, I will tell you, we did not know this week was a very rocky medical week. There were setbacks that we didn't anticipate, that surgeons were themselves disappointed, and that doesn't feel good when the surgeon is disappointed. There were moments that all I could do was sit in a dark room, turn on some nigunim, and breathe. I couldn't even open a Tehillim. I couldn't. Not because I was mad. I couldn't see. I couldn't think. I could just breathe and be present. And when you called, I said I have to think, and then I said have to think. It's not a question. We must add every single day. So to you, my beautiful community who's embraced me, let us join together not just in moments like this. Let us each ask ourselves, how can I step into that role as a Jewish woman, stronger, prouder, more light, and bring healing to a community, to the world. The world is looking at Sydney, holding Sydney. So let's hold each other, add in goodness and kindness, add in mitzvot, and not allow others to define our story. They don't deserve it. We are strong. We're an eternal family. Let's remember that. And to every single one of you, I see some familiar faces who are schlepping things for our family. Thank you. It's awfully humbling to be on this receiving end, but this community has made it so beautiful and smooth in such a painful time. So thank you for being fellow sisters of light. And now we'll join together